What are we making without what? What is missing?
Oxygen.
With what?
You're making glucose. You're using your glucose to make ATP, but without oxygen.
Perfect. Okay. So if we know that that is this equation. But it's this equation missing this, so this drops. So what's the other name for that?
Hypoperfusion.
You guys ever heard of a word called shock? Not like shock like in the movies or telenovelas. They're like, there's two different kinds of shock. That's spiritual shock. Shock in the medical field is death. Okay? That if you ever hear shock, all that means is that hypoperfusion has been going on for a significant amount of time to where if they don't get help right now, they are going to die. Does that make sense? Okay, so anaerobic metabolism equals hypoperfusion, because if this happens and this sustains, this will progress. This will turn into this. Arrows. If this continues, because they still didn't get help, they still didn't get what they needed, this will turn into this. This is critical. What shock is like all the ambulances and fire trucks and police officers going around trying to maintain everything, but there's not enough good, there's more bad. So now we're in shock. If shock progresses, guess what we're gonna do? And guess what the body does?
It goes into 3 stages of shock.
No, we haven't even covered that. This we're just going through the process as if we never went through the stages. This is just the normal you guys never got help. Your patient never got help. Okay. So what's gonna happen is if we go into aerobic metabolism, right? It's like the fight just started. That's what that is. Hypoperfusion, that's a struggle. Shock, bad is winning. So we have no oxygen. It's going down. And if it continues the way it continues for this patient, then the universe is just gonna cancel Christmas and start all over again. Okay? Any questions? Do you guys understand this? And you understand the whole glucose process with oxygen in the mitochondria? Like that's opening the door to like a career in the medical field. Okay?
So when it just goes into shock, it doesn't go like, the nervous system doesn't go sympathetic.
It does, but I haven't touched that yet. I'm glad you're thinking like that. That's the right way to think. First, I want you to know what's gonna happen if the patient doesn't either get the help they need or the help never gets there. And at this point, sometimes the patient just needs to get the help themselves, like drive yourself to the hospital. You know what I mean? Get the care you need. Because sometimes you might be in a rural area and you don't even know it. You know? Because you can be surrounded by trees and bunnies and stuff like that, and be around like even individuals that like you, but they just like you because they like you. It doesn't mean they can help you. So sometimes you gotta get your own help. That makes sense? What if the guy next to you is awesome, good energy, but is dumb and can't even drive a car? He has good energy, he says yes to everything, so that's why you like him. Right? What about my aunt or my cousin? Like, she's awesome, but can she do CPR for me? I like the way she cooks, but that cooking is what made me choke in the first place. That makes sense? Okay. Okay, so now, what time do we got? You know what? You guys got this? There's 4 different categories of shock. So this right here, write this down right now. This is the next thing. So shock is shock is shock is shock is shock. Shock means what to you now? I mean, dying, right?
Yeah.
Tell me something else besides dying. What is shock mean to you?
Kind of, for me, it just means like you freeze
You freeze up. You're slowing down. The life is slowing down. I'll take it. I'll take it. What does shock mean to you? But everyone else, I don't even care if you say puppies. Just say something.
Shock.
Before you
Right.
just shock is in the world before this class. What is shock? I say shock. What are you thinking? Like,
Surprised.
surprised? Hey, that's a good one. But no. What does shock mean to you? Bobby? What does shock mean to you? What does shock mean to you? Shock.
Oh, like, I think there's like a few different things.
Yeah, just tell me. Yeah, I'm trying to hear what I want to hear, but I'm gonna keep going around until I hear it, cause you guys got it in you.
Like, I know one is like when you lose too much blood, you go into shock.
Okay.
I think it's kind of. I heard one thing said it's kind of like your body's last saving grace. I think.
Okay. That's not
Where
what
it's
I'm looking
like-
for. I'll give you a hint. We just got done talking about it, and I've been talking about it.